My name's Ian Walshaw. I'm the Highways Manager for Shropshire Council based at the Central Depot at Longdon Road in Shrewsbury. Shropshire Council has 25 frontline gritters which are serviced over the summer period and returned out to the depots in early October. These are then taken out by the crews on a familiarisation run so that the gritting crews know the routes that they're going to take when the time comes for them to go out and do precautionary salting. Every day Shropshire Council receives a forecast from the Met Office. One of Shropshire Council's officers will look at the forecast, see whether we need to carry out any treatments. When a decision's been made, the contractor is informed. If a treatment's required, the time of day, the spread rate is passed on to the contractor. When the decision is made at lunchtime to carry out an evening pre-salt, this is done to prevent ice and frost forming on the county's roads. We grit around about 1,500 kilometres, which is 28% of the overall network of Shropshire Council's roads. The Highways Agency trunk roads in Shropshire are not Shropshire Council's responsibility. We aim to complete our evening pre-salt within 2 to 2.5 hours. And we generally start about 6 o'clock so that we don't get in the way of traffic and the gritters aren't held up. We grit what we call the defined network, which is all the A and B roads in Shropshire, along with some of the other important strategic routes which are connecting important local centres. Whilst gritting, they're limited to 30 miles an hour. This is to ensure that we get an even spread rate across the road, and also it prevents damage to other vehicles which are travelling in the opposite direction or even following the gritter. Shropshire Council prepares for the winter by stocking all its salt barns, and in total we have round about 22,000 tonnes. We have a salt monitoring system which tells us when we need to buy more salt in, so we don't just look in the barn. When snow does fall and start to settle on the road, once it's reached a depth of around about 50 millimetres, we put the ploughs onto our gritters and we send them out to clear the network. We start with a defined network and work down the priorities, trying to clear at least one route into every settlement to ensure that people can get round and about. To supplement the work done by our gritters, we have around about 100 contractors spread across the county who are farmers and other contractors with tractors that have Shropshire Council snow ploughs fitted to them, and some also have gritters that they can grit other parts of the network, and some also have snow blowers which they can use if we get quite deep build-ups of snow. Shropshire Council maintains in excess of 850 salt bins, most of which are not on the defined network, so that people can help themselves, they can apply a bit of salt and keep themselves moving on their journeys. It's not provided for people to go and clear their own drives. Shropshire Council has got 8 weather stations at strategic locations across the county, 4 of which are fitted with infrared cameras so that we can view the condition of the carriageway at any time remotely. They also provide information about wind speed, precipitation, not only the type but the intensity, and also the road surface temperature, so that we can keep a constant eye on what the weather conditions are out and about across the network.